Hello, are you wonderful people? Welcome to Living Life with Lisa. I'm Lisa, and purpose of this channel is to learn how to live life with chronic illness. And I personally have been diagnosed with early onset dementia, and also have MTHFR. And today is going to be a bit of a rant, for lack of a better phrase. So if you don't want to hear a rant, log off now, because I'm kind of unhappy, and it's not really anybody's fault. It's not really anything can be done about it. But I've taken a bit of a break from Facebook because, I was a caregiver for my mother, and I cared for her up until the point she got into a coma. When she was in the coma, the only reason, and I kept her at home for a while, even in a coma, because I had help, and because it would take 3 people to turn her and change beds and change the bedding and to change her depends and things like that, or to change clothes or to bathe her. That took 3 people to get all that done. Well, came a time when everybody had to go back to work, and I was the only one left, and I physically could not do it on my own, because I could not turn her. I'm only one person, I'm not 3. So on a Monday night, even though she had begged me never to put her in a home, I had her switch to, she was already on hospice, had her switch to a nursing home, if for nothing else than a respite for me. But she died on the following Thursday, and so she wasn't in there very long before she passed away. But I know how hard it is and how tough it is. But everything seems to be about a caregiver. And that's why I have this channel, is because they're doing some work here, so I'm watching so that I can pull out without getting hit. Oh, this guy's gonna help me. Anyway, so, I'm caregiving right now, actually. I'm raising my 3 boys, and I'm doing the best I can to keep life normal and to act like nothing's wrong, and to take care of them. I use all my energy. I sleep when I can, and then I use all the energy I have to take care of them, make sure they have clean clothes, that they're clean, that they get to the things that they need to get to, they have the things that they need, and the support that they need at the age that they're at. And so so that's the caregiving that I signed up for and that I want terribly. But I'm also the one with dementia, and I have a caregiver for 6 hours a week, which right now doesn't feel like very much, but it's better than nothing. But what is getting my goat is that I have spent my entire life, it feels like, taking care of other people, as far as fostering, as far as raising kids, as far as taking care of my mother, and I'll do the same for my father if it becomes necessary, taking care of them. And yet I need taking care of. I'm not getting I don't feel like I'm getting the care that I actually need at this point. But what is getting my goat, and I'll get to this point, is that everything is about the caregiver, and about, I'm watching these channels on YouTube, I'm watching these posts on Facebook, and it's all about how hard it is. And yes, it's hard. It's really hard. And rationalizing reasons to put people in homes when it's just because it becomes too hard on the caregiver, and not because the person necessarily is unable to live in a regular house. And that's just, don't sugarcoat it. Don't try to make it okay, because it's not. Well, and I'd like to go on and say I'm going to make some enemies with my next statement. But my next statement is that once you turn your loved one over to a home, you are no longer the caregiver. The home is the caregiver. You are just a visitor now. Whenever you decide to visit, you're not doing the caregiving anymore. And I know that too from experience. Because when my mom was taken to the nursing home, I relaxed a lot, because I no longer felt like it was my responsibility to make sure everything got done. I knew there was nurses giving her medicine and things like that. I knew that it was very much against her wishes to be there, but it was logistics. I mean, it was for 2.5 days, 3 days, and it wasn't, she was in a coma, for crying out loud. It wasn't like, I had any help from her. And but I didn't feel like I was a caregiver anymore. I would go visit her, and I'd make sure that she was getting the medicine that she needed. But I would have done that with anybody that I was visiting, that I cared about. And so I guess the point of this is I just see my future is that I'm going to end up in a home way before I need to be in one, simply because I don't know anybody in my life that wants to put that kind of work or effort into taking care of me. And even it's just shameful that I gotta feel this way, because it may not be true. We don't know how long I'll be in the early stages. We don't know how long it'll be before that even becomes necessary. I could have 3 grown adult children by that point with families of their own. But my point is that you make your choices, decide if you can or can't do it, and if you can't do it, just say I can't do it, and don't give an armload of justifications of why you can't. I know I gave my justification of why I put her in there, but also I kept her comatose for as long as I could. I wasn't in a hurry because I was worried about myself and my life at that point. And she had to get in. She had to be in there just so that she could get her diaper changed, you know. And I remember crying because I couldn't take it anymore. And so when it all was said and done, it was because I gave up. And I will forever be sorry about that I gave up. If I held out for 3 more days, you know, she could have died in my house. But I've just been irritated and upset with the fact that there's so much complaining going on Facebook by people that are supposed to be taking care of loved ones, and they are complaining and blowing off steam, which is fine, but when I go on certain pages and blow off steam where the post has to be approved, they won't let me blow off steam. They won't approve it and put it on the page. They won't put what I'm upset about on the page. And so obviously that page is only for the caregivers. It's not for anybody with the dementia, because, you know, I can't even post on there. I can comment, but they won't let me post. And I'm very disappointed in this particular page for being that way. And I've just had it. I'm just done. You know, I've just heard so much ignorance of people lately on what they think dementia is and what it should be and how the people should be acting and whatnot. And it's just ignorance. And, you know, I do these videos to educate, and I feel like I'm screaming from the mountaintop, and people aren't learning. And it's irritating me to death, because I am trying my hardest to educate people. But I'm wondering how many people actually want to be educated, and how many people just want to go through the motions and then give up. I'm definitely, when I get a full-time caregiver, we're going to work out the death with dignity part, because it's not, I refuse to have I don't want my caregiver getting on Facebook, blowing off steam about how awful I am. So, with that being said, have a great day. Live life to the fullest. Live life with no regrets. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.